Dear gracious Heavenly Father God, we thank you so much, Lord, for this another day, Lord. We're so thankful, Lord, for our wonderful blessings that you bestowed upon us today, Lord. The ones that we've been able to see, Lord, and the ones that have not really thought about today, Lord. We're just thankful today. I pray, God, tonight, Lord, I ask that you bless this meeting, Lord. Bless every item on the agenda, Lord. Bless everybody in attendance, Lord. I ask what all in your gracious heavenly name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. I would like to call to order the regular called meeting of the Corbin City Commission, March 17th at 5 p.m. with a roll call, please.
Moore, Gamble,
Here.
Shepherd, Baker,
Here.
Rasmus,
Here. First on the agenda is to approve the February bills.
Set motion. Second.
It's okay.
Gamble,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Rasmus,
Yes. Approve the minutes from the March 7th meeting.
I'll make a motion. Second.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Rasmus,
Yes. Ratify Mayor Rasmus's signature on a letter of support for AT&T broadband. I guess they're going for a grant to provide broadband in southern Whitley County. They just need a letter of support. And it gave me an opportunity to talk to them about them holding up our 25W reconstruction project. So it was just perfect timing. But anyway, we did send a letter to them, so I just need that ratified.
Set a motion. Second.
Gamble,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Rasmus,
Yes. Hire Kenneth and Kimberly Myers as full-time employees at the Corbin Arena. You want to speak to that, Scott?
These are longtime employees who have been part-time with no benefits. And as you all know, we are rapidly booking concerts and shows. And just for instance, we had the big dirt, the entire concourse, the whole arena floor covered in 3 feet of dirt this weekend. And it takes a lot of labor to get that in there and a lot to get it out. So we need to keep all the good employees we can, and we hope to progress with more movement like this. But for now, Kenny and Kimberly, I'm sorry, I had a mental block for a second, Myers, need to be made full-time in my opinion. This is after discussion with staff up there. And so that's what I hope you make a motion to do. The pay for now will stay the same. We're going to address the pay situation all the way around, come closer to budget time.
I'll set a motion. A second.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Rasmus,
Yes. All right, first reading of ordinance 2025-2, an ordinance making technical corrections to the boundaries of the property commonly referred to as 264 Cumberland Gap Parkway, annexed by the city of Corbin on February 25, 2025.
Ordinance number 2025-2, ordinance making technical corrections to the boundaries of the property commonly referred to as 264 Cumberland Gap Parkway, annexed by the city of Corbin on February 25th, 2025, whereas the city of Corbin legally and properly annexed 3.513 acres of the property owned by Scott and Kim King Properties, LLC, commonly referred to as 264 Cumberland Gap Parkway, on February 25th, 2025, whereas there has been no challenge to the city of Corbin's annexation of the property commonly referred to as 264 Cumberland Gap Parkway occurred, rendering the annexation presumptively legal pursuant to KRS 81A.484, whereas the city of Corbin finds it necessary to make technical corrections to the coordinates listed as the city boundaries to better describe the 3.513 acres of the property commonly referred to as 264 Cumberland Gap Parkway that was annexed by the city on February 25th, 2025. Now therefore be it ordained by the Board of Commissioners of the City of Corbin as follows. 1. The City of Corbin adopts and approves the technical amendments made to the 3.513 acres of the property commonly referred to as 264 Cumberland Gap Parkway, annexed by the City on February 25th, 2025, in the revised survey description as depicted in Exhibit A. Two, the city of Corbin adopts and approves the technical amendments made to the 3.513 acres of the property commonly referred to as 264 Cumberland Gap Parkway annexed by the city on February 25th, 2025, and the revised map as depicted in Exhibit B. First reading, March 17th, 2025.
You
So-
know, we need all these vents north and.
I know, wouldn't that be great? So this is just the Secretary of State, it's reading what we sent them, so now it's formatted properly and whatever. But it's the exact same thing. So I need a motion to,
The map is in the format that they'll accept now too.
thank you.
Set motion.
Thank you,
I suppose I'll second.
thank you.
Gamble,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. All right, next is to advertise for stone, cell phone, blacktop, and landfill bids for fiscal year 2026. Can you believe it? Here we
Seems like
go.
yesterday.
Here we go again.
How long
Let's
are
hope we
you
get
all-
more than one from everyone.
How long are you all wanting to advertise for this time? Are you wanting to do a longer period to see?
What do you think, Scott?
What did we do it last year, 30 days?
No, the max is 21.
Well, I guess we do 21 days then.
No.
7/21.
It's not gonna matter.
But we can try.
We can give it a shot.
For the landfill,
Y'all make that the headline if you would, newspapers. Bids being accepted.
Yes, please.
Try to get somebody's attention. All right. So
Set
we'll need
motion.
it. Thank you.
and I'll second.
Thank you.
Baker,
Yes.
Gamble,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. Next is to approve the refund to Christina Hoskins located at 108 North Earls Avenue in the amount of $100 for canceled pool party.
This is due to weather.
Actually, sorry, I actually think it was a Civic Center deposit, I put that on there wrong. That was my fault.
I'll set a motion.
Civic Center event.
I'll second it.
Gamble,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes. City managers report. Got anything, Scott?
Well, this will be very brief. As you know, we have a full lineup for this year at the arena. I know I talk about the arena a lot, that's because I'm at the arena a lot. And, there's been, a lot to do, but it's coming along very, very well. I'm extremely pleased with the schedule for this year. We had a very successful 13th region tournament. In fact, talking to tournament officials, and Bell County hosted this year, they just went on about how smooth it went. We made some money, they made some money, we're still waiting on the final figures, but it looks as good as it's ever been. With the exception of 2 years ago when Mr. Kentucky Basketball, Reed Shepherd, played in it, and of course, he's now playing for the Houston, Houston.
Rockets.
What, Rockets, yes. And, so you don't have that every year, but the numbers were real good, things went very smooth. Really wanna, show my appreciation, and yours, if you don't mind, to the staff up there who's just done a great job working together. Things are coming along very well. So I do want to mention that. I ran into some transportation cabinet folks today. They're going to get the final surface on the South Corbin project. The final surface has never been put on there yet because of weather. The asphalt plant's closed, and that project took longer than expected. But they're going to be adding the final blacktop surface to the main road, US 25W, and then what they call the backage roads. I call them access roads, but you all know where they are. For instance, in front of Cinema Social, the connector to the bypass, the loop around behind Bojangles, etc. And they're looking at more signage for those U-turn points, and they're having to tweak some of those points. So there's some things still to do, but they're getting on those. That's why they were here today. And the interstate widening project will be let into June, 1st of July this year. So hang on.
All right.
And let's see, seemed like I had one other thing. No, I guess that's it. I guess we've talked about everything else. Is Jeff here? Jeff's not here.
Nope.
Those guys, and again, police and fire through the rains and storms and everything, again, thank you very much. We had a little difficulty with couldn't be helped, just the weather, but I know that Jacob has the dome back on the pool, and thank you for that, Jacob.
There actually is a group over there practicing right now, and it's back to.
Swim team's practicing right now, that's great. So, that's about all I have today.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to department reports. Go ahead, Jacob.
The piece of property that's next to the skate park that we've talked about purchasing, Bob suggested before the meeting that we have that survey. I think we're ready to move forward with that. So we'll need a motion to have that survey.
Yeah, that piece of property, we did a title on it several months ago.
Yes.
And there were some exceptions to it, liens and stuff, and so I've been working with the property owner's attorney, and we finally got all those released. But there's a possible overlap on the deeds, so I recommended to Jacob that we have that survey, make sure there's no discrepancies before we start making improvements to it, so that everybody knows where the lines are. Cause I'm not a surveyor, and I mean, I think it's close, but, you know, a foot can make a big difference.
Sure. Yep, it sure can.
So I recommend that he be authorized to have a survey.
Okay, so you just need a motion to go for a survey?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. And will it need to be bids for a survey?
No, it shouldn't be that
No?
expensive.
Okay, well, so moved.
A second.
Campbell,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Rasmus.
Yes.
And, next, I wanna thank Justin Cloud of CC&M and Brandon Pratt of Pratt Landscaping. They're gonna donate and plant 50 apple trees, throughout the park system. They're gonna get started over at Rotary Park, I think, and then along the creek walk, in some places. And then they'll move on to, nearby some public housing, I think is, their intentions as well. So, they'll then encourage families to actually pick from the trees and harvest the fruits that, this fall. So we could do some cool things with that as far as maybe some educational programming for families and whatnot. So I just wanted to thank them again for working with us to donate that. Other than that, as far as downtown goes, we've had several events over the past month and are currently organizing Colonel Fest, which is Friday, April 25th and Saturday, April 26th. Had a great response in vendors, entertainment, and all of the normal happenings for Colonel Fest. This will be my first time working on Colonel Fest, so I'm looking forward to it. And Nancy and Tourism have been a help as well. So thank you guys as always. We'll be planning another mix and mingle event in April. I know Commissioner Moore mentioned it in the last meeting that went over really well. The mayor stopped by and we had a good turnout, and it's allowed me to develop a spreadsheet with new volunteers, new donors, people that want to contribute to downtown Corbin. So we'll be planning another one of those in April. Stay tuned for a date for that. And lastly, tomorrow night we have the fire department, police department chili cook-off. Proceeds benefit the Carnegie Library Board. It's $10 at the depot from 5 to 7, Tori?
5:30 to 7.
5:30 to 7:30. If you need a ticket, you can see Commissioner Baker, Tori, or myself.
What those tickets look like?
Oh, red face, I've already lost mine.
I did too. I think I threw it away now that I thought it was for something else. Well, looks like y'all are gonna be getting warm on it.
It's got your name on the back.
I'll sell you more for $5.
Thank you all.
You're welcome. Hey, what about the flowers for downtown? Have you,
Nancy and I actually met, was that last week, I guess, that we discussed that. We're gonna get with some local business owners that normally help with those.
okay.
Maybe this week. Just
I know Shay is
Instead of-
chomping at the bit.
And, Miss Owens, we're gonna get with her as well.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
It worked good worked
All right.
well last year.
Yes, it did.
It worked well last year.
All right, awesome. All right, thank you. Barry, what's going on at fire?
Everything's going good
Good.
for now.
Good, good.
All
I heard
right.
you had a new fireman.
Well, he wants to come back, it's up to you guys.
Well, when's he ready to come back? Cause we'll take him.
Well, we have to,
He has to jump through the hoops again.
Oh, well, all right, tell him to start jumping.
How many positions do you have, Barry?
to,
Two open positions right now?
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
We're ready for
Rusty's
him.
not here.
Jeff's not here.
Jeff's not here. Tom's here.
I'm here.
Got anything, Tom?
No, ma'am, we're good.
All right, Mike, what's going on?
Those papers that I handed you all, what it is, I've not had a complaint, I just used Sean's sign, took a picture of it because it was the easiest one to get to and pop a picture.
Mhm.
Our ordinances state that these signs are not supposed to be more than 4 square feet, 2 by 2, one sign. So I sent letters to all the real estate agencies that had these big signs up in the city. Of course, they've all called me and not raised Cain, but they weren't happy about the situation. And I talked to the co-board, I've talked to Scott, and that's why I put our ordinance here. We were talking about changing it up a little bit, and where this C is only allowed in commercial areas, make it allowable for them with a permit to have those signs no more than 15 square feet, 3 by 5, in these commercial areas, because I get it, I mean, it makes sense to me. A little bitty sign sitting there, and most places don't have grass to even stick it. So, but that's what I was bringing, change the ordinance just a little bit to add that in where they could put those bigger signs in a commercial area only.
I don't see a problem with that.
You said 15 square feet,
Yes,
so here.
50, yes.
Okay.
It would be just for the real estate part.
Okay.
Make it 15 square feet. That way we don't have to worry about them trying to come in. Some of them, if you haven't noticed, driving through downtown, some of them put up a whole lot bigger signs, so.
Now, if they're attached to their building, they're welcome to do that, but these freestanding, correct?
Freestanding, well, that one's not legal either.
The ones on the building?
Yes. Correct.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the code enforcement officer.
It's all right.
Yeah, okay.
But that's why I handed these out, just to give you an eye view of what it looked like, and
I'd recommend that you get with Tori and y'all come up with, an ordinance with, putting lines through it. What you add a line, you don't have to do that. And then present it back to the commission for them to look at. And probably get it to them a little ahead of time so they can absorb, because you will be getting some feedback on it.
Yeah.
Well, we wanna be business friendly,
Sure, but you gotta be aesthetic.
and we gotta be aesthetically appealing as well. So I'm sure there's balance that we can get to where nobody will be happy, and that'll work out great.
Tori.
well, then we know we're doing right.
We don't
Exactly.
allow billboards.
Is everybody mad? We've done
I mean,
it.
the ones that we have are being grandfathered.
Yeah.
Right, we don't allow no billboards,
No.
and that came up. Why can't we have billboards? Well, because we don't.
No.
That's
No.
I've fought that battle for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much. Police department, got anything y'all wanna talk about? No?
All good.
All right, we appreciate y'all being here.
Yes.
All right, Nancy?
Good evening.
Hi.
So on behalf of the Corbin Enforcement Convention Commission, I have been developing a rental agreement for the Hometown Bank Farmers Market Pavilion. A lot of interest in folks getting out and using that facility this year, and so that has went to legal and should be available within the next month or so, for folks to be utilizing. The farmers market will kick off April 29th from 5 to 8 at the Hometown Bank Farmers Market Pavilion. It will be every Tuesday through the end of August. They are looking at a possible one-day market in September, October, and November. The Corbin Tourism Convention and Commission, has been looking, we've had conversation and have been looking at the idea of rebranding, or doing a redesign for tourism. So we started some conversation there. We had, in a sense, kind of shopped around to see, some availability ideas and what that process looks like. as that moves on, we'll probably look at, putting together some type of, guidance, some type of, committee that could help look at that, have some input moving forward, because we are taking ideas from that Longwoods resident sentiment survey results. And so this is kind of moving forward with a lot of that community input from those survey results, and so, we'll have some type of, more discussion on that, putting all those ideas and, interests together, as we just continue to work on projects through there. Nothing has happened yet with that, it's just been discussion, so there'll be some type of, like I said, guided committee or something put together. The Corbin School of Innovation Montessori, they always do an end of the year student market, and they sell different handmade items or plants. It will be May 16th at the Hometown Bank Farmers Market Pavilion from 4:30 to 6:30. And I am, happy to, continue to report on a lot of different events that are coming up, but the Cumberland Valley Cruise-In, they are accepting vendor applications currently for May 10th, June 14th, July 12th, and October 11th. Once again, that's on Main Street, and it's from 10 a.m. to 2 o'clock on those dates.
May 10th, June 14th, July 12th, and
October 11th. We skip August and September.
why? I'm kidding.
Well,
I
we
know
have a
why.
really good festival in August.
A little hot.
And then, September actually is a, huge show in Tennessee,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's very popular, so we always skip that one.
Okay, all right.
Then, I have worked, doing a lot of grant reporting, so I'm happy to share with you that the ARPA multi-jurisdictional project, the Appalachian Triangle, all of that grant reporting has been submitted. Has not been reviewed yet, it may be months before they review it. We've got one more of the ARPA projects to submit reporting on, should be, done before this time of next year, so we've got until next year to get that submitted. The, Tourism Commission, is interested in changing the meeting time from 5:15 on the second Tuesday, of each month to 4:30. So they will be reviewing bylaws and making some changes there, that we will, submit to you all, and if there's anything else that I need to do, let me know on that.
I'll check in the morning and see if it's in the ordinance.
Thank you. Saturday, April 26th turns out to be a really big day for races. So with that being said, we have decided to postpone the Colonel Sanders 10K for this year. With the timing and it being the first, I think it's the first or maybe the second, Derby Festival race series that weekend. And they have a continuation of series of events, I think. So from what we found out, it's probably best that we hold off and look at, a different date for next year. Although Easter plays a role in that, and I think that's why we had to push it back this year. But we've had some conversation about possibly making, 3 of the already existing races in Corbin, turn those into a series, and maybe adding a 4th. And then, I'm excited to share with you that Restaurant Week kicks off on Monday, March 24th. There are 11 restaurants participating, so, get out and try something you haven't tried yet. And I love all the offerings, and it's anything from like Wild Daisy's take on the Little Daisy cakes, to steak tips, to, different types of beverages and pastas and, different pastas and all kinds of great yummy things. And then just a reminder about the Arena Monsters of Destruction, March 22nd and 23rd. And then, Jacob had mentioned the Colonel Fest, so, let's go over that, but then the Depot Street Market, I believe is coming up April 5th, and, May 3rd, June 7th, and July 5th. And that June date corresponds with the US 25 yard sale, so just gonna remind you all of that, event. And, just today we saw on Facebook that Sugar Boogers Custom Cakes, opened a brick and mortar on Main Street. Hadn't heard of that before, so I'm excited to go and check that out.
They make great cupcakes and cakes.
And that's all that I have, and if there's ever anything that you all would like for me to cover that I don't, let me know, cause I'm here to, share information with you all and what you're interested in.
Thank you, Nancy.
So Nancy, what were the dates on the Depot Street Market again?
It's the first Saturday of April, May, June, and July, correct?
Always the first Saturday.
It's always the first Saturday.
So April fifth, May third, June seventh, and July fifth. Thank you.
Thank you. Would anyone from our audience tonight like to speak?
Well, I would like to just say one thing. We have a first-time guest here tonight. I won't point out who that is. But I understand that this gentleman's never been to the city commission meeting.
Oh.
Just wonder what he thought about things.
So far, so good. I didn't wanna come down here and get in a fight with somebody, so I figured I'd just stay away.
Then
I came back, okay?
Ms. May.
Okay. Thank you, Susie. Okay, vacation's over, guys. Okay, before I hit you with anything new, I'd like to get some updates on some stuff from last year, okay? The speed ordinance on Kentucky from 19th southward, what's the status of that? You all, I mean, it was approved to have it done, but what's I didn't see anything about it.
No news, the signs aren't up?
The signs are up, they put those up almost immediately.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, yeah, it's, the actual ordinance. Cause there was that issue with Early had a school zone sign to 10 mile an hour or whatever it was years ago, but nobody was able to find anything. Last time I talked to Tori, nobody could find anything that was ever done in ordinance. So.
I believe that they probably just put the signs up. How long ago was it?
Oh, that was, well, when I've had my house for pushing 21 years, is when I first bought
My
that
guess
house.
is there's not one.
Yeah, it had been a political favor, that never was documented, but based on Bob's recommendation, we needed to do the speed limit change by ordinance.
You have to do it by ordinance, yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to, do we need to authorize you again?
I
In
don't
case
ever
you-
remember that.
Okay, well, maybe not.
Speed
Okay.
limit change.
To do the speed limit
I need
change,
to know
what did we
what-
decide on?
You voted for it.
For 15 miles an hour? or
Just-
Yeah, it's 25.
Just pull
It was
up
25 and dropped
the
it to
minutes.
15.
Yeah.
I need where it starts at and where it ends at.
Okay.
South Main, is that right?
South Kentucky.
South Kentucky.
Mhm. Starts at 19th, and I don't know, Scott, did you ever decide how far down to take it? I know it
I
went.
think we did, but that was, what, a year ago? I don't know what we decided on now. There's no ordinance, so it doesn't matter.
I know we did the 19th block and the 20th block.
I thought we were going all the way
I
down to
thought we
23rd.
talked about going down to 23rd Street, yeah.
I just need to know.
Okay.
I'll pull my minutes. and-
But there's, the signs are there on the 19th block, and I think there's signs on the 20th block.
Yeah, I drove down there. In fact, I think it was the day I talked to you in your
Yeah.
yard.
Yeah, we talked right
Yeah,
there,
sounds
in my
good.
driveway, yeah. Yeah. Okay, are we classifying junk cars as tiny homes now? I haven't seen any, activity on junk cars, but, and the description that Bob gave over tiny homes, they don't exactly match, but we have had people living in junk cars down there, okay? We've also had them used as storage buildings. But the media, the increase in media, Scott, only resulted in one leaving. That,
Yeah.
it had been there for 7 years.
I know some people were cited and I dealt with the people at that garage, which is now closed.
Well, yes, that's
And
gone.
there were 2 cars on Main, which last time I checked, they were gone.
Well, the one that left, the one that had been there for 7 years and was molded and the whole 9 yards,
Yeah.
it left, but we've gained 2 more,
Okay,
so,
we'll check it out. The
and
guy
then-
that gave me the most information about who owned those is the guy that owns that wholesale business next to the closed garage. He knew who owned them.
okay.
So that's how we were able to find. See, that's the thing you gotta keep in mind. We can't just call a tow truck and haul them off.
Oh, I know, I mean, if
Well, a
you
lot of
run the
people don't
license
know.
plate, you run the
You have
VIN
to go
number.
through the
and-
process, yeah.
But I would like to point this out.
Yeah.
Not only are these junk cars a hazardous eyesore, it's a loss of revenue for the city because you're not getting the fees from the licensing and you're not getting your insurance surcharge. So why are they still sitting there? They're not making any money for the city at all.
So do we have an address on where that is?
Oh, if you turn on 19th Street, you'll see the first one, you turn on down to South Kentucky and go toward 20th and you'll see 4 in a row right there. And then there's one right across the street from me. I mean, some of these, maybe, especially vehicles that are parked backwards, when they park with the vehicle backwards, with their back end in, a lot of times they're trying to hide the fact that the tags are expired,
And then we're not allowed on public, or on private property, so.
Police officers are, okay?
Gosh, I just wish it were that easy, don't you guys? Don't you wish it was that easy?
I know.
It would be wonderful if it were just.
Yeah,
that
but
easy.
not being allowed on private property, if you see a potential violation, does that still apply?
Depends on the facts and circumstances of it, it's a case-by-case basis. Police officers can't go on private property unless they have probable cause for a misdemeanor or a felony. Those are probably violations. They can be cited by the code enforcement officer before the code enforcement board.
I'd say, Mike, since you've been back probably 25 abandoned vehicles and cars in yards and.
At least.
Easily 25.
And Mike addressed me last week to do a blast on social media, kinda like we did on the trash bins, just to
Yeah.
readdress the abandoned vehicles and whatnot, so we're gonna be doing that this week, he brought it up, so he is working on it.
Could we cite them for the cars if they, if they look like they're not, and then they would have to prove that they're.
Well, it's not just that they look bad, they gotta be not licensed and not tagged.
But if you can't tell whether they're, if he's got probable cause to
He can go on-
suspect,
he can go
he
on
could
the
cite
outer
them,
perimeter,
and then they would
Cite them
would
the
have
code
to
board.
prove that they're.
Yeah, that they're legit. I mean,
Which I think, that's my point, I think that's what you've been doing, I get Mike's reports, so,
Yeah.
There is a lot on your reports about abandoned vehicles, so we are working on some things, but I don't know if those are on that list or not.
We had 2 on Poplar Street that, I actually, the police chief went and talked to the owners. And they were gone for about 2 weeks and they're back.
She found it already.
Oh, you said.
And they're licensed now, so.
Thank you.
Okay, yes, Miss May?
Okay. No, I mean, honestly, it needs to be talked about, it needs
Sure.
to be addressed and acted on.
There's
okay?
yes.
Okay, now, this is a little on the tongue-in-cheek side, but I'm gonna congratulate you all, because,
Well, why does it have to be tongue in cheek?
well, you'll see before I'm over, before I'm done, okay?
All right.
In my 35+ years as a citizen activist, I have never walked out of a meeting before until last October. I mean, not a meeting in Frankfurt, not one in Washington, not one from the ad board to the fiscal courts in all 3 counties, okay? So, thanks. Yeah, I'm sorry, but, I'll just say this, the action that was taken in October was an illustration of nepotism is alive and well and thriving in Corbin.
Well, I'm very sad that you feel that way, Miss Main. As you well know, the code enforcement job is a very difficult job and one that, is hard to fill. It's a thankless job. People have due process, and I do know that by the reports that come out every week that I get, that we are sending out notice of violations, citations, liens have been put on properties, but there is due process, and so things are happening behind the scenes that you might not know about, and you always have my phone number. You can call me if there's a particular, because I get them all the time from other people. I mean, why not you too? You know, you can call me directly. I don't mind a bit, and then I can send Mike out to check that out, and then give you an update on that particular issue, so,
Well, I appreciate the offer.
okay. All right, anybody else, Miss V?
No, ma'am.
You wanna talk about being the ambassador at the, Miss V was our ambassador at the bull riding. I think she talked to people from Texas, what'd you tell me, Texas, Arkansas,
Mississippi.
Mississippi, so, anyway,
Excited about getting the hotel up and going.
yeah,
You know, everything was full there, I just couldn't hang on there.
we need to make you the ambassador of Corbin, so we appreciate you, Miss V.
I know you were there,
Did you see it?
Friday night was a good crowd. Did you go both nights?
I did.
I thought so. Saturday night was just almost, not sold out, but it was a great crowd.
Wow.
I went Friday night and really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I talked to some people from, different places, just like you said, and they were having a great time, so.
It's handling the big animals and everything.
Yeah.
Good times. Commissioners, y'all got anything? All right, then I'll entertain a motion to
Good.
adjourn.
Motion.
Think about it. Second.
Gamble,
Yes.
Baker, Rasmus.
Yes, I guess you could really just hold us hostage.